started, 3 things, okay? Number 1, it won't be long before my Halloween series starts. I'm really excited about this Halloween series. I think it's like Monday the 5th. If it's the 5th, it's on the Monday anyway. At first I thought it was going to cover 2 weeks, so that's 6 Halloween series of the videos. That made no sense, you know what I mean? Because I do 3 videos a week. So 2 weeks of it, 6 videos. But there have been some requests as well. And yeah, they might be added to it as well. Well, they will be, especially one of them I'm quite excited about doing. So yeah, that was number 1. Number 2. Do we like the new headband? A very good friend of mine, she is also a Poppet, don't worry. She was making some headbands and she made me this one. I absolutely love it. I have not wore a headband in such a long time and I'm really loving this so much. Thank you so much, Lisa. And we have Daddy Malfoy there on the side of my head. But yeah, that's number 2. And number 3, I am going live this Friday, 8 PM UK time. I am loving doing these lives. This will be my 3rd live that I have done when I do it. And we have such a laugh. It's a chance for you to ask me questions. It's a chance just to talk to you a bit more personally, really. And I get to know you guys a bit as well. Because in my last live, I asked some questions that I wanted you to answer as well. But we really do have so much fun. So yeah, Friday night with Susie, 8 PM UK time. Don't miss it. I will remind everybody in the community tab as well, so you don't miss it. But yeah, I really hope you can join me on that. So yes, I knocked my 1 pin below. In today's video, we are talking about top 10 Harry Potter movie moments. I did have more than 10. It was ridiculous. I mean, there are so many moments in their movies that I absolutely love. But yeah, I think at first I managed to get it down to like 34. Then I managed to get it down to 23. And I didn't think I was going to be able to shift from there. But I did it. I've got top 10 movie moments. So please have in mind there are a lot more moments that I do love. But I've had to dwindle it down to 10 for this video. They are not in a specific order, being like, obviously I love all these moments, but 10 and then down to number 1 being my very favourite. I couldn't do that as well, okay? I do struggle doing things like that. But these are just top 10 movie moments, and obviously I will explain why with each moment, why they are in my top 10. So if you want to see and hear me talk about my top 10 movie moments in the Harry Potter series, then keep on watching. And if this is the first time you see my face, hello and welcome to my channel. If you would like to become a Potter Poppet with us, please click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. All my social medias are linked in the description of this video. Go see what I'm up to on those. And don't forget, guys, if you do enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up for me because it helps me more than you know. Let's talk about these moments. There's chocolate on my notes. It's definitely chocolate. Okay, so best moment number 1 was when Harry, Ron and Hermione took their first steps into the Great Hall in the Philosopher's Stone for the first time. Did you guys know that they were their genuine reactions? They didn't know, they purposely didn't show them the Great Hall just so they got a genuine reaction out of them. And what I love about that, that was the first time we saw that Great Hall as well. So we felt that moment with them. It was a really good moment. And every time I see that scene, it feels like it did the first time. I still get those goosebumps, the music that's involved, everything. It is one of the best moments in the series. Best movie moment number 2, when Fred and George leave Hogwarts in Order of the Phoenix. They leave with a right bang, literally. Throughout that whole year at Hogwarts, both the staff and the students suffered Umbridge's visit. She was awful, absolutely awful, wasn't she? We all have to agree on that. So during the OWLs of Harry's year, when Fred and George come swooping in with their fireworks and everything, and the students were going mental, and Umbridge could not control that moment. She didn't have control for the first time, and it was just so awesome. Fred and George are a breath of fresh air. I absolutely love them twins. And yeah, they went out with a bang, literally. And that dragon firework, yeah, it was a dragon, wasn't it? That like sort of gobbled Umbridge up, and obviously she just looked such a mess afterwards. She couldn't control that situation, and it was amazing. After that whole year they went through, it really makes, every time I see that scene, I'm just beaming. I love that scene so much. It's hot. Best movie moment number 3, when Harry blows up his Aunt Marge. I mean, come on, that woman, honestly. She's awful. She steps into that house. She just insults Harry from the word go, which we knew was coming. Well, Harry knew was coming because he knew how horrible she was. The way she spoke about his parents, everything. She is a nasty piece of work. And when Harry got his own back on her, it was absolutely amazing. Obviously, he didn't mean to blow her up, but we're so glad he did, right? I mean, the way she sat there acting all clever, thinking she knows what she's going on about. She knows she's upsetting Harry, which for some reason gives her great pleasure. You know, his child. Why would it give you great pleasure to upset a child? I don't know. But then she sits there and puts her finger up, and it's the first thing you notice, the tip of her finger starts blowing up and she starts swelling. And also, added bonus that of just greatness for that scene was when her buttons started popping and hit, Dudley in the face. It was absolutely amazing. And obviously seeing Vernon so upset as well, it was just so funny. Petunia didn't really act that much. She was just like, oh my god. But that scene in The Prisoner of Azkaban is literally one of the best scenes in the series. Best movie moment number 4 is the scene in Deathly Hallows Part 1 when Harry grabs Hermione for a dance in the tent. That moment just, it's full of warmth, and you can't say anything bad about that movie moment. I mean, if you do have anything bad to say about it, let me know in the comments, because I cannot find anything bad to say about that scene. Why that is in my top 10 is 1, because I love that song. It really sets the mood. 2, because Harry's such a good friend and he does really prove it. I'm trying to move so you can see the shelves a bit more. Keep moving around. Yeah, number 2, because, yeah, he is such a good friend, and he really shows it in that scene, the way he grabs Hermione, wanting her to forget how, you know, because Ron had his hissy fit. And, of course, as well, watching that scene now I'm older, I kind of get it as well. I mean, I wasn't really young, actually, when that came out, but I understood a bit more with that dance. They forgot everything, not just Ron's hissy fit. Harry didn't just do it for that. They forgot everything for a second. They had their dance and they just forgot all their worries, and they were happy. They were doing something fun, you know, because it was really dark times they were in, really dark times. And seeing their friendship, they are such good friends, and seeing any friendship like that, it's warming, and it's such a great scene in the series. Oh, that's better. Movie moment number 5, when Harry caught the Remember roll in the Philosopher's Stone. Malfoy thought he was being clever, he thought he was being funny, and obviously he loved that Remember roll. And Harry caught it. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to have caught that. Do you know, it was pretty impressive moves. Come on, guys. I mean, he was only 11. And obviously it resulted him with a place on the Quidditch team, and not just any place. He was Seeker, which is an awesome place to play. But I really didn't like little Malfoy. As Malfoy got older, I sort of warmed to him a bit. I didn't think he was as bad. But yeah, he was a very spoilt little boy, and he really irritated me. And to see his face, that he just basically made himself look an idiot because Harry won that. Yeah, that was a really good scene. Movie moment number 6. In Deathly Hallows Part 2, when Hagrid's carrying Harry, dead Harry, in his arms, Voldemort stands there and he's like, Harry Potter is dead, ha ha ha. What even was that, Susie? We established you can't do impressions. You did a video on impressions. You cannot do impressions. Stop trying to do impressions. But that laugh really gets me. And it's a very emotional moment, you know, Harry's dead and, you know, everybody's so upset. It's unreal. It's just horrible. A horrible scene. I remember seeing it for the first time thinking, my lord, I don't like this. Neville comes up and does his speech, which wasn't scripted, if I remember rightly. He just came out with it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Neville did his speech. A few others did, you know. It was a very sad moment. And then, you know, Voldemort's there. He really thinks he's done it. He's done it. He's finally got the chosen one. And then Harry falls out of Hagrid's arms. Voldemort's face is just a picture that still makes me beam today. Honestly, the way he's like... Honestly, it makes me laugh every single time. He literally, you can see those cogs working like, why can't I just kill him? He's a child. It's just hilarious. But obviously Harry's alive. It's an amazing moment in the film. It's an amazing moment. He comes back and he's literally there straight away. And it's like, yeah, go Harry. So yeah, that was number 6. That moment, it definitely deserved to be in the top 10. It was in the top 50, and you know what I mean, it was always in the top, it was always going to be in the top 10, that one. Best movie moment number 7, Harry's flight with Buckbeak in The Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, I love that scene because Harry's going through a troubled time. He's heard about Sirius, he's really scared. Sorry, shelves. He's really scared, obviously, and yeah. And when he has that moment, that flight with Buckbeak, obviously he doesn't want to do it at first, but then he realises, oh, actually this is quite fun. And he's there on his flight and he's really enjoying it. He's forgot his problems just for that split second on Buckbeak's back. And it's moving. It gives me goosebumps. And yeah, I absolutely love that moment. Best movie moments number 8. When Harry defeats, whatever you want to call it, Voldemort. Honestly, it's just amazing. Obviously, we all know over the whole series, this is what it's going to lead up to, right? We know. Obviously, we thought it was going to be Harry. Well, we didn't know, did we, really? Because of the prophecy and everything like that. We didn't know what was going to happen. Obviously, the right one won. Sorry, deaf ears, but don't come at me. But that moment when Harry finally defeats Voldemort, you know, he's gone through all his school years. You know, it's not been, you know, to say he passed, he didn't do bad considering he's saving the wizarding world as well. You know, I don't think he did too bad. But that moment when he finally defeats Voldemort, I mean, come on. It is literally, it has to be in the top 10. It has to be. The victory is just amazing. I mean, literally all of a sudden, I mean, don't get me wrong, in the Great Hall afterwards, you know, it was very sad. It was very sad. But it was over. It was finally over and everybody that was left was safe. And we're waiting for another Dark Wizard now, I suppose. But no, that moment is just amazing. Best movie moment number 9, when Narcissa goes against Voldemort. Obviously in Deathly Hallows Part 2, Voldemort does his Avada Kedavra and Harry falls like a sack of dates, and then Narcissa goes over to make sure he's dead. But he's not dead. She knows he's not dead. And yes, a lot of people say, well, she only did it to keep Malfoy safe, but she could have gone against Harry. She could have, you know, found out off Harry, yes, Malfoy's safe, but then gone against Harry and said, no, he's still alive. But she didn't. She didn't do that. She went against Voldemort. Therefore, she was in that... She saved Harry. She saved Harry. Whether people like it or not, Narcissa isn't as badass as a lot of people think. Last one, guys. Movie moment number 10. When Snape reveals himself to be the Half-Blood Prince in The Half-Blood Prince. Honestly, that moment, there's a meme, right? This meme gets me every time because it is, you're literally like, even though you've seen it, I don't know about you, but just me, honestly, when I watched that film, that moment, and it still gets to me, like I didn't know what was coming and I don't know why, but I'm like, it's crazy. But yeah, that moment I have had to put in the top 10 just because I still react to that moment. Well, there you have it, guys. They are my top 10 movie moments out of the Harry Potter series. What did you think? Let me know in the comments. You know how much I love chatting to you guys. Let me know in the comments if any of those that I've said are yours as well. Let me know if any that aren't, because I'll probably agree with you, because like I said, there are so many movie moments I would have loved to have read out, but would have been here all day. So I've had to dwindle it down to 10 the best I can. Obviously I did it, but you know what I mean. But yeah, that is the end of today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, please give it a big thumbs up if you did, because it helps me more than you know. And I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye, Pods Poppets.